Okay. I know the title is a little clickbaitish, but ever since I started playing Forza with Forza Motorsports 2, you have been able to adjust the drivetrain power delivery. And at least as of right now, you cannot do this in BeamNG Drive. So that's how I felt it deserved this title. This is what I believe the biggest missing feature for, at least the tuning side of racing in BeamNG is, well, one that it's kind of a pain to get to and use your saved tunes. But what I'm talking about is the ability to adjust how much power is going to your front wheels. This has a much larger effect than one may believe. For a ridiculously oversimplified example, let's hop into Aset O Corsa, so we can get a visual of this effect in action. Now that we're here, let's talk setup for just a second or two. Firstly, we have the beautiful Mitsubishi Lancer Evio 8 Time Attack Edition mod. A really well done free mod I will have linked below. And it is running its quote stock tune with only a minor adjustment to its front and rear toe and caster, like 3 notches each. Nothing major. But the important part is that its drivetrain has been tuned to a 10/90th split, which in most all-wheel drive cases on tarmac you want to have, because the less power going to the front wheels, the quote looser the car will be. As for the science behind why this is, I'm not really that guy. So what I will do is give you a very uneducated guess as to what I think is happening here. I think it has to do with traction. I have always heard you have to account for braking and turning with your front tires, so once you throw a third, all-new, monkey wrench in, like all-wheel drive, well, there is only so much total traction to be fought over. Either that or it has something to do with the suspension getting bound up somehow. Or it's all in my head and none of this actually matters at all. Hopefully it's one of the other two. Anyway, back to what this adjustment means for me and you. It means better lap times, at least on pavement races. In some rally and off-road instances I could easily see a need to adjust more front-heavy, which really only strengthens my point by showcasing another example of why it's so important to have as a setting for any quote real race sim to have. If you want to get serious about time trails and legit racing, to the point where you are tuning suspensions and saving setups, then it matters to you. So, other than my spotty driving, I hope you were able to get somewhat of an idea of how planted, yet nimble the car looked. Without a doubt, I know that's how it drove. Now, pay close attention to my corner entry as well as what happens in the center of turns. Now, we will change the drivetrain here back to something a lot closer to how BeamNG Drive is set up. I don't know if it is looking the way it feels or not, but I can tell you the car is an absolute brick like this. It is perfect for e-braking or rally course. But here on a racetrack, it just does not want to grip up front nearly as well or as easily. I know that there is plenty of tuning and adjusting to make around this, but I can't help myself but think it's crazy that Forza has a setting of any kind that BeamNG hasn't implemented yet. Anyway, hopefully, if all goes how I am planning here, you were just able to see a fairly dramatic difference there. And I promise I am not hamming this up nor exaggerating. I encourage, or implore you to give this a try. It's why I have linked both the car and Sebring for you. Both incredible mods that I would just like to thank the community of both these games a lot. Really quick, just wanted to let you all know how much I have loved playing these mods and full game modes made up by regular dudes and lady dude. I genuinely want to say thank you, and thanks to everyone watching. I hope I was able to get my point across here. I will probably redo this in the future, but for now, I hope you enjoyed, and please feel free to leave any feedback or anything you'd like to see changed or added.